here's the hull of the Ginga, fully assembled. This does have the part here that you can remove to put on the wings if you want. I thought it didn't, but it does have it. Put on the clear part here that is designed, you know, the structure inside of here is to funnel the light through there. And then if the instruction shows, if you lift this up to remove the entire top part so you can access the LED light here that funnels the light from the front. And then to remove this part, which quite frankly I don't know how, but I guess if you have the other part, let me see how I can do this with my hands. I guess like that. Come on. Yeah, this one I think you need the actual base itself. I don't want to damage this, but I'm going to do it this way. There we go. So, if you have that proprietary battery pack that we seen Bandai release years ago, the one that I put on the Millennium Falcon model kit, you could put it here so you could turn on the lights in there and there. There is no instructions on putting light sources up, which doesn't make any sense. Why didn't they do it? Yet there's clear parts for that. I think it does happen. I'm completely wrong because there's a, you know, another one of these that you could put on top, according to what I'm seeing in the instructions. But for this, you put this in here. You know, once you replace the battery pack here or whatever, you put that in. You slide that in here like so. And yikes! That flew out of nowhere. The covering of the anti-aircraft guns, that's kind of cool. I like it. But I kind of don't like this because there is a gap here that I don't know if it's something either hitting it. I know I cleaned it, but there's that little gap thing that I don't know if you guys can see. Right there. It's at least about a millimeter. I have to take it apart and see if there's something hitting it. I don't see it. Yeah, but it's showing there. And that's going to annoy the hell out of me. Maybe I need to sand the... I'm going to pull it out again. Maybe I need to sand this down a bit or something is hitting it, but I don't remember anything. I mean, I removed all the parts. I cleaned it up. There's no nub marks or leftover parts from... Because there is some undergraded area, and I think I removed all the undergraded options here. As I'm looking at this part close to my chest, I don't see nothing. So there must be something there. If anybody's built the Ginga, shoot me a message and let me know what you guys discovered. So, okay, and that one, of course, is going to be annoying because that... And then, of course, to put the battery pack in there... Actually, you know what? Let's pull this one here. This one... You can definitely put that in here. This can be the battery pack for the entire kit. And I was actually thinking maybe if I could take this and put it here where the big thing is, but it's too big for it, unfortunately. So this is the only place that can go, the logical place to put it. And then just connect that. And that's it. I guess when you have the other parts here and you can pull it out, it'd be a lot easier because I'm going to glue that on. So I don't have to worry about it. Which brings me to how many LED lights do I need for this kit? I know that there's one here that will funnel that light. I know there's one here to funnel the thruster, and then this one here to light up these. And then we're going up for maybe 4 to 5 lights going up here. And then I said I'm going to put an LED light here, here, and here. So the light, one of these string lights will go here, and then I'll funnel it down there. And thinking about what I was saying before. Like this, like I said, I can channel it and I can do it in an angle where you guys don't see it, but it's the middle one that's going to be the one that you can see. I can't drill a micro hole. I would have to find a way to do this where you can barely see it. That I have to figure that out. But we have time. We got plenty of time. I'm not building a diorama base, you know. We're all doing this on camera. You know, on one of the kit right there. And then speaking of the dome, so let me show you something. I'm going to bring this down here a bit. So here are the parts for the dome. You take this and then you take this part. And surprisingly, you have this weird pattern that at first I thought maybe it goes like that. But according to this, you have to flip it down. Like that. So, that's weird to see something like that. Now, I did a translation of this because you have two choices. I'm going to have to read it again. Translate. So it says here, if you want to prioritize the origins of the problem, please select this option. If you want to prioritize the internal shape of the dome, please select this. I kind of like this because this has like a more detailed look to it, and like a maybe, well, I gotta watch the episode of this to see what's in there, what's in here. But it's kind of sad that that's going to be covering up all this. You know? Really, it doesn't feel right. But it is what it is. Guess I'm going to do that first. Put that there. You're not going to see no lighting under that, but you have to see lighting on this. So how do we do this? In truth, I kind of, this may help me out. Let me pull this out again. Come here. Go back to this. So this can act as an internal frame to support the LED lights. We have these two little round structures here and one here. So we have three. We can put 1, 2, 3 lights protruding out, facing out. That would be a good indication right there for that. I need to see the episode to see how it looks overall, because that's pretty much that's what I'm thinking. I don't think putting a light source under this would probably work like that, because then it's still being covered up. And remember that this dome has a lot of detail here, so I'm going to be masking this dome so you could, I can paint the outside. Once it's painted, then peel it off so you could see the inside. This does look really, really nice. I would not mind doing it the other way around, but then I think that's gonna, decisions, I don't know. I really don't know. But we're gonna continue assembly and review other parts. Give me a minute here. Okay, I actually went ahead of myself and I went online, because even though I haven't finished up the series yet, I said, all right, I gotta see some animation of how this Ginga performed in the anime, and I didn't know what was going on. Interestingly enough, in the anime, it was like a blue hue, but you see little dots here and there, here and there, here and there. So that's actually good news. Now I can see that there were multiple dots of lights. So putting this here will diffuse the lighting if I drill the holes on these parts here. Ah, come on. Come on, come on, come on. So yeah, my thought process I didn't think about at the time. Yeah, I'm actually gonna put 5 lights. 5 lights. And I have a lot of lights. See if I can put that in there. If not, maybe one. I do believe I have fiber optics, and maybe do the little thing with the fiber optics here. That could be an idea right there. So, okay, this actually turns out pretty good. Maybe a lot of work, but I don't know. We'll figure this out. I began removing some of the parts from the hull, from the upper part of the hull, which is the more unique part. We have this unusual clear part that goes here. And then you close it up like so. So Bandai was at least thinking ahead of themselves, saying that, okay, I think it's probably a good idea, yeah, to put a light source under here to show up. So that's good. That's actually really good. Put that there. Let me figure this out. And this is actually helping me out with the fact that I don't have to deal with anti-aircraft guns. I may have to pop this open if I have to finagle with the lighting. I don't know yet, but I want to see how this looks once I put this on together. And then we put that there. And then we take this, we put this one above here, like so. You know what? I forgot to remove that little part there. Here we go. Now we slide that in like so. That will hold that into place. It's actually pretty nice. Okay, and I'm sorry. I didn't realize I didn't have my light lamp there. I'm sorry. Very sorry. Sorry. Let's go to the next page on this. I was cleaning up all these parts. Okay, there's a part that I need to sand down. That goes there. Oh, wow. What the hell's going on over there? Okay, so this is a clear part, but it has detail on it, kind of similar to this. And that's the one that's supposed to light up through there. Oh wow, that's going to be small little masking tapes I'm meant to be putting on this. Jesus Louises. Okay. We will, that's a new thing to keep an eye on. It goes there. I do want to assemble this part of the ship, which I don't know what is it. I think it's part of the air where the aircrafts come out. Is that? Okay, that's actually part of the detail. Oh my god, I was about to cut that off. Alright. And we have this. And then this one slides into that. Is it up or down? No, it's down. Okay. Okay, that's cool. And that one goes there. And then we have this part here. Better keep this one like that. This one goes here. Right? That one goes there. And then we have this detail part with this one facing up. Wait, where do you go? Wait. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think I have to put this one first before that. Let's see if I do that. Okay. Ah, okay, fair enough. Didn't realize that. There. And then we close this up here like that. Scarring there that I need to sand off. And then this one, supposedly, that one goes. Oh, there's some scarring here. Actually, you know what? These needs to be clean. I'll take care of that later. Let me just put this one on. Oh, undergate. Another undergate. There we go. All right. That's the new section of the Ginga. Now clearly, we need to figure out the lighting, how this is reflecting here from the top, from the bottom up. But will that be one big bulb to power this one on, power this one on, and to power this one on? I had something. Alright, you know what? I have an idea. It's a tricky idea, but let's try this. Yeah, it illuminates the bottom, but not. I don't in the top as well, but it has to be very strong. I have to. You know, I got to try a different lighting source. Hold on a second. Give me a moment here. Okay, so I put a light source right under here. As you can see, it's very bright. I'm holding it out with my finger, and I don't see any bleeding of the light going through there at all. And maybe because let me see if I can try to cover it up as best as I can. Also, can make sure that the light bulb is actually hitting this and not like I'm not covering it properly. There we go. It shows. I'm gonna turn off this light. Come on, turn off. Alright. Thank you. I was holding it pretty well, now I gotta do it again. Good. Still not good enough. See, okay, I understand Bandai has this feature that will do it, but it's not perfect. So, okay. Take you off. Take you off. Come on, get out. Thank you. Now, I am going to remove this little plastic part that's inside. I'm going to funnel one light source through here, one light source through there, and then the other one through here to power this up. That's the only way to do it. The only way to do it. Yeah, that's the idea. Cool idea to put on, the battery pack that the LED light for this, but I want this to show at the show. I want people to see it. So, let me finish this up.